I'm here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare, but when I stopped to see through sight, begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now, to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to fight. If I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I fall asleep when I'm home. When I'm nowhere to go, no one I can see through at the side of the light. I can see my life is crap, I have to see them too. I just live into my world, far from the pain, the feel. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the start of hell, but when I stop to see those eyes, begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now, to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to fight. If I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I fall asleep when I'm home. I was so wrong, I was so blind, I was so dumb and out of time. I was so wrong, I was so blind, I was so If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to fight. If I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I fall asleep when I'm home. I was so wrong, I was so blind, I was so If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to fight. If I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I fall asleep when I'm home.
Hello.
Building your online business?
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
Hello.
How's it going? How is y'all's days going so far?
Quiet. I've been addicted to Hogwarts Legacy. It's the only thing I've been playing since Friday.
Tired. I'm tired.
I feel you there. Have you been enjoying Hogwarts Legacy?
I've been loving it. There's been I've heard some negative things about it, but I honestly haven't seen anything bad. It's a pretty good game. I've been having some like FPS issues, but that's I think me, not the game. My PC being little out of date.
Negative things, my guy. Where have you been reading? Because I've been enjoying the game.
Oh no, same.
the
I've
entire
loved it.
time.
That's what I'm saying. Like I haven't seen anything wrong with the game at all. I think it's just people hating for the sake of hating. If I'm being completely honest.
Of course, you always have those.
Yeah, it's like because
But, like,
just like you
bruh,
said,
this
flawless.
game is just yeah, it's amazing.
It's
Yeah, what
like
house did you get?
so this playthrough I picked Hufflepuff because
Oh, you picked it yourself?
Yeah, I picked it myself. My next playthrough I'll actually like do the actual like test that's online and figure out what house I am, and then do it again. But for this I did Hufflepuff just so I could go to Azkaban, which was dope.
Okay.
Because like no other house can go there except for Hufflepuff, so I was like, bet.
Okay. Yeah, I got Slytherin, so
Yeah,
big W. Because I literally was talking to Moon about it. I was like I'm either gonna get Gryffindor or Slytherin, and got Slytherin.
Oh, you mean
so
in
I
the
was like, let's go.
beginning?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir,
yeah.
yes,
I forgot it like gave you a thing. Yeah, no. So mine was Gryffindor, and then I changed to Hufflepuff because I wanted to go to Azkaban, or whatever the fuck it's called, Azkaban.
Oh, I see. No. Yeah, I took the test and got Slytherin. I took the test online, which, by the way, I'm not gonna hold you. I think the test online is like, it's messed up or something, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think
No,
so
it's-
because like
Bro, I got Hufflepuff. I was like, oh
really
hell, nah.
interesting. I
Yeah,
did it twice.
That's how I know it's fucked. I was like, no way.
So I've done it I want to say 2 or 3 times, and I got the first time I got Slytherin, and then the second time, which was like a year later, I got Gryffindor, and then I did it again recently, sometime like 2022, and I got Gryffindor again. So like I got somewhat consistent, and then in the game I got Gryffindor as well. So I mean it's somewhat consistent with me at least.
Yeah, see, when I took the test, I got Hufflepuff, and I was like, how? What? Like, I'm definitely not a Hufflepuff. Like, I do not have the Hufflepuff characteristics. And then when I took the test in game, I got Slytherin, and I was like, because I literally was like, I'm either a Gryffindor or Slytherin, but I want Ravenclaw.
Yeah, that's what I am
Like,
too.
The thing
Ravenclaw has
was,
the least amount of like missions and shit apparently.
oh, does it?
Which
That's
is really sad.
that's sad. Because like, I'm not even gonna lie, I like going into both tests. I was like, the first test, I was like, I want Ravenclaw, and then when I was taking the test in game, I was like, I'm either gonna get Gryffindor or Slytherin, but I want Ravenclaw, and got Slytherin. So I was like, I ain't too bad.
The only complaint I have with the game is that, which is just me being a chaotic little dickhead, is I can't just fucking kill whoever the fuck I want or send them to the goddamn to the goddamn sky. Like I wish there was some characters in that I don't remember who they are. Like, but there's one character where you have to deliver invisibility potion shit, and she's just a fucking annoying bitch.
Yes.
And I was like, you're lucky
Yes.
I can't fucking abracadabra send you to the fucking moon.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, abracadabra
Yeah.
fucking Glock. Like she pissed me off, and there was like one other character, like kid, where I was like, I wish I could throw you off this goddamn castle roof.
True. I think the dialogue options is really interesting because everybody's like, oh, you're a Slytherin, so like you're instantly a bad person. I'm like, bro, I'm not actually a bad person, but like I'm better than you.
Man, you bitch.
Like,
how's your FPS on the game?
I play on PS5, so no FPS issues at all. I mean, you say ill, but like I have no issues whatsoever. No frame rate issues, no FPS issues. Like it's perfectly running fine for me.
I think it's because I just need to reset my PC. I think there's something up with it because like there's just like it should run it no problem, and I'm having issues on medium.
Update your drivers.
Yo, actually, hold up real quick. Why have I not thought of this?
Don't do it right now.
Well,
Do it after stream.
I don't need to restart my PC or anything, so I can, I'll be fine.
He's gonna break it in the
Yes.
middle of the stream. We're just gonna see him,
100.
like, disappear.
No, I'll go on my phone. It'll be good. It'll be
We'll
fine.
just hear
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna hear this man go robotic for a second. Just the disconnecting
It's
noise.
fine. It's fine. I'll go on my phone. It's fine.
He'll be like, oh, wait, where's my phone again? And he won't come back.
No. I got it in my hand. It's fine. It's charging. We're good. It may be at 10%, but we're fine. We're gonna ignore that part.
Alright.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Sure we are.
Okay. You know, mine's not much better. I think. What is mine sitting at right now? 25%. So hey.
I don't charge my phone on the weekends.
What is
whatever
wrong
reason.
with you guys, man? My phone's at like 90. Oh wait, no, it's not. Oh.
Yeah.
that's
You
what
talk
I
that
thought.
shit. Talk that shit.
I mean, my percentage is still higher than y'all's. Like I'm at 67,
Oh,
so.
you're trying to one up us. Do you hear him?
Wow. Imagine.
He's
Freaking
He's
imagine.
taking that attitude of I'm not bad, but I'm better than you, and putting it towards us. Right?
Look, all I'm
Imagine.
saying
That
is I got
sounds like
someone
classic Slytherin
important.
behavior, if I'm being honest.
I got someone important I need to be texting, alright, at all times, so.
Well, it
Sam,
sounds
George's-
like you guys are just losers.
Okay, you're just jealous. But also, my
Yeah,
computer is like
you're right.
dying. Like I have to have it like at a specific angle for it to work now. I don't know why.
Mine's
or
getting
when
like
it
that.
started, but I need to buy a new one because it's just not. I'm not having it.
I need
Oh,
it too, but I refuse to get like a shitty not fast charger, and fast chargers from Samsung are like $1 million because Samsung go burr.
Yeah.
I actually hate Samsung. I want a different what you call it? Phone company.
You know, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Android
I
bussin', but
think-
not Samsung.
I think I would go back to Samsung, not gonna lie. I think I would.
Yeah, I actually thought about getting the new iPhone because like the last iPhone I had was like I think the very first one they came out with, so like that long ago. Or like the second one they ever came out with. Either way, it was fucking garbage and I hated it, so I swore off iPhone ever since, and I just don't like Apple products, but Samsung isn't much better, if I'm being honest. Samsung's been really pissing me off. Yesterday, my phone was like updating for like 45 minutes. It might also be because I didn't update my phone in like 6 months. But we're gonna, or like a year. I don't know, something like that. We're gonna ignore that. Ignore that though.
Okay.
Simpson shit. Give me a second to get a glass of water.
Unprepared.
Listen here, it's on the other side of my room, miss. I don't want to hear it.
Listen to this guy. Unprepared chat. You see this?
Alright.
Unprepared. Oh, okay.
Got an
So
ASMR
unneeded.
channel.
Oh my lord.
I
So unneeded.
This is not an ASMR channel. Alright.
Oh, was it? Wait, it's not?
No.
I thought we agreed that it was.
No.
No, it most definitely is not.
No, you're not gonna
You
hear
guys
us
lost.
tapping on our microphones like, hello. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here with your ASMR.
Oh, okay.
Alright. I want
Guess what I'm
to-
doing?
What are you doing?
Installing the drivers. Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay.
Oh my
I
god.
knew it. I knew he
Oh,
was gonna do
this
it. As
guy.
soon as I said it, I should have waited to say it.
You should have.
As soon as I
You
said it,
you
I
really
should've
should have.
I should have like, waited till
You
after
should-
stream and been like, oh, by the way, you should probably try updating your drivers. That might help.
Yeah, you should know me better than that. Come
One
on.
track mind. He's like, okay, this.
ADHD over.
Alright. I want to run a
Jesus.
scenario by you guys.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
This is the only Am I the Asshole segment we're gonna do today. It's a little bit long, but
Big sad.
it's a pretty interesting one actually.
Okie dokie.
Actually, for last year it was rated the most difficult to decide on.
Interesting.
Alright, let's get into it. I'm a dad of a 25-year-old young woman who I love very much. I've been able to have a very good relationship with my daughter, and I enjoy time with her. but there's one thing that would give many people a pause. She's a diagnosed sociopath. She exhibited odd, disturbing behavior at a young age, and after a serious incident involving abuse towards her younger sister, I realized she needed professional help. Throughout her elementary years, she struggled heavily getting into lots of trouble for lying, cruelty, and all other kinds of misbehaviors. With an enormous amount of therapy and support, her bad behavior was minimized as she grew older. She received an ASPD diagnosis at 18, but I had suspected it for a lot longer. After her aggressive behavior was tamed, her following years were much more fruitful. She's law-abiding, has a decent job, a good education, and many great friendships and admirers, especially male admirers. She's very, very charming and adept at attracting male attention and gaining their interest. She uses that old dating guide, The Rules, like a Bible. She currently has a boyfriend of about 1.5 years who's crazy about her, who I have a very strong relationship with. We live in the same area and spend a lot of time together regularly. He's a great guy, very funny, very kind, very intelligent. But I doubt she loves him. We've had some very honest, in-depth conversations about her mental health since her diagnosis. She's been open to me and says she doesn't feel love or empathy towards anyone, even family. When she acted very sad and broken up over a death of one of her closest friends at a funeral, she confessed to me in private that it was all put on, and that she felt pretty neutral about the whole thing. She's also stated never once that she's felt guilty about anything she's ever done, and doesn't know what guilt feels like. She enjoys being around her boyfriend and is sexually attracted to him, but I highly doubt she feels anything love-wise towards him. Her boyfriend, who might propose soon, has no idea of her diagnosis. She's been very upfront with me and says she has no plans to tell him, thinking it'll scare him away. I've made it clear that she needs to tell him the truth before they marry, and that he has the right to know and consider it, or I will. Which she always responds, I know you wouldn't dare, but I actually would. I really like and respect this young man and would feel awful keeping this secret from him, letting him walk into a marriage without this piece of knowledge. I'm not trying to sabotage my daughter's future. Maybe her boyfriend loves her enough and her personality and all other aspects that it won't ruin their relationship. It's his decision to make, but he deserves all the facts. Someday he's bound to find out that she's a bit off, and it can't be kept a secret forever. Am I the asshole?
No, I think he's in the like doing the right thing. I think. So I mean, like, if you're gonna, marriage is like supposed to be like with that person forever type thing, right?
Right.
So like, I feel like, and I mean, like, if this person is as in love with this girl as the dad is saying, then I don't think, like, I think like he should definitely know everything before, like, getting into before getting married. I feel like he is not thy asshole. I think he is correct.
Okay. What do you think, Lucy?
I think, yeah, I don't think he's the asshole. I think he's right to do so, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly feel like the guy should know.
100%.
Future wife / fiance is a sociopath.
Yeah, 1000%. I feel like, yeah.
I think that he has the right to know, especially if he's already committed 1.5 years into this relationship, and there's like a potential that he's gonna be proposing soon. Like, I feel like he does have the right to know, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whether she tells him or not, that's like, it's a pretty important thing that should be talked about.
100%.
Yeah, like, for sure. The guy deserves to know.
Well, that was pretty easy.
Yeah, I thought that
Okay.
would be...
Nah, not with that. It's just like, it's just like, Yeah.
What, you thought there was gonna be some split decisions there or something?
Well, just because apparently, well, because like it is a very interesting like scenario, you know?
It
Because
is, but
you got to think like, what if you were in either party's shoes, you know? Like,
yes, and that's what I did. It's like woman or man, like being the woman, I would definitely tell this guy, but also
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get it. Okay. All right.
I got one.
Okay.
I got one. So we all have been a part of GTA RP. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. What is everyone's take on ERP?
Follow-up question.
Go ahead.
ERP in the sense of just some like like a person like a random person you met that you're now RPing girlfriend with in game, or ERP in the sense of same thing, you're still like RPing whatever, but is this person that you're RPing with your IRL girlfriend? Because if it's IRL girlfriend slash boyfriend, then like I'm all about it. If you're like, for example, like if I met this random girl and we wanted to RP boyfriend and girlfriend, and she wanted to bring ERP into it, not about it. I came here to play games. All right, came here to play video games, not be in DMs. That's me.
Okay. Okay. Understand. Moon.
I think personally, to each their own. I think that there is a time
Yeah.
and place for everything. I have been on the receiving end of people trying to make these in-game relationships something that they are not, and make them like in a very like uncomfortable way, right? Because it's, and I know that both you, JC, and Donnie kind of know some of the like experiences that like I've personally dealt with.
Yeah.
So I think that it really I think that like if that's something that you're into and the other person is into it and you guys like have clear boundaries set, then I think that that's something that you I think it's really up to the person's discretion, you know? Like, or I guess the party, the two people, or the however many people's discretion who are involved in this whole ERP scenario. But I just personally, it's not something that I partake in. I mean, I do. Okay, all my characters are dating your characters, right? Like that's how it is.
Yes. Yep. True.
But going back to what Donnie said, we're in an IRL relationship as well. So like we like that just comes naturally. But like if taking out of that, if my character was with somebody else's character, no. I wouldn't even want to be in that situation.
Yep.
What about you?
Right. I feel that. Me? ERP is disgusting as fuck.
Yeah, that's good.
Bro, I'd rather run up and shoot you in the mouth.
Bro, I was gonna
than-
say I
than
will fucking
proceed
KOS you. I don't
to-
care.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
getting
Like,
KOS by me if I
like,
walk into an
like-
ERP situation. You're getting fucking
like-
KOS.
look. If it flows naturally, then it happens, right? If it's within the realm of RP and it's flowing, okay, whatever. But like, bruh, don't come into my DMs. Don't do that.
Thank
Don't do
you.
that. Don't do that. Don't do
Straight
that.
fucking
That's what I'm saying.
facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Because like at that point, it's kind of like harassment, weird, and could be very much so stalkery.
it can.
Like unless given permission, don't come into my DMs, man.
No facts.
That's
That's
all.
straight facts.
Exactly. Like for instance, like a lot of the times, like whenever like in older cities, like way back, that I would play on, a lot of times, whatever, like the guys that I would interact with, they would like hit me up, you know, and like they would like I've been asked on multiple occasions, like, hey, do you want an ERP? And
Get a grip, mate. Get a fucking
Nah,
grip.
that's when you drop a water bottle for them and be like, I think you need this.
meanwhile, I'm the one who slid into your DMs.
Yes,
Simp.
that is true.
Fucking simp.
You act
We
like
don't tolerate simps around here.
you are also a simp. I think our group chat is literally called the Simp Squad.
No, it's called the anti-simp squad.
Oh, well, you're lame.
Yeah, I don't simp.
Look,
We
but
don't
the
do that here.
difference is, right? You slid into my DMs, right? But it wasn't intentions of ERP, right? It was not intentions of ERP.
No,
So like that,
actually-
there's a difference there, though.
Exactly. The reason that I even messaged you was because you were asking, because you were new to the city we were in, and I was on the staff team, and you were asking me questions while we were in prison about like mechanics, and I was just like, here, message me in Discord, so that way I could tell, like, because I didn't want to like explain so much like in OOC chat in the server, and that is the true reason like why we started talking, and then we became friends, and then you know went to another.
Sounds like classic simp behavior to me.
Uh-huh. You
I would-
know,
I
takes
would-
one to know one.
Listen here, you little shit. Listen here, I would never simp. Never. And don't ask my girlfriend, please, if I simp or
I'm about
not.
to. I'm about to.
That's cat. That's cat,
You're
bro.
simp.
You simp,
Nah,
bro. Don't cat. Don't
Picture
cat
in
right
heaven.
now.
Picture in heaven. Picture in heaven. So I thought, you ain't got no proof? You ain't got no proof? Give me some proof!
Don't cat.
Give me some proof!
Messaging her right now.
Yeah, you don't even know her name.
I do.
It's Laura.
Not,
No,
alright.
not even
That's
close.
not even in the same wheelhouse.
Nope, not even
But-
like.
While we're and chat, if you guys have any opinions on anything that we're saying, feel free to drop it in chat. We'll discuss it. But since we're talking about servers in GTA,
Game.
I know that we have some repeat viewers in here, and you'll see that we have a fourth person with us. This is Rhys. He's also part of the Simp Squad.
Anti-sim squad.
No.
We don't sip around here. We don't sip around here. We don't sip around here.
Rhys is actually a server owner for an upcoming server, and he's gonna talk a little bit about it. So,
The floor is all yours, my good man.
What if I don't want the floor? What if I want the ceiling instead?
Have the fucking
wait,
wall.
you're-
That's all you get.
Wait, you're American. What if I want the roof instead?
Oh wait, you're talking to him. I was about to say, who are you calling American? I ain't no American.
you're a Canadian.
Even yeah.
Oh,
What's-
good lord.
What's worse?
I don't know. They're both pretty bad.
American.
Yeah. Is it though?
Hey,
I mean, I guess like being on the outside looking in, yeah, America's a shit show compared to
Yeah.
Canada. But like living in Canada,
I'm not
Bro,
gonna lie.
I'll break
I'd love
into
to
your
live
house
in
right
that
now,
place.
break my arm, and sue you.
literally, I was gonna say, and I'll do nothing about it. Otherwise, I'll go to prison for fucking murder or attempted murder.
Oh, sorry,
Because-
bud.
Yeah, literally. oh, you're breaking into my house. You're about here. You go. Fuck. Take everything. Take my computer.
we you know, we'll just take you to Alaska and introduce you to all the gangs out there, because we can go back to that topic.
Oh my god. They'll love me over there.
Yeah,
They'll love me. I'll teach them how to do a thing or something. I don't know.
a thing.
Yeah.
They'll teach you how to stay warm on that street corner when it's blizzard outside.
Facts. I live in Canada. I know what's up.
Okay.
It's minus 100 all the time.
I don't think that's how that works.
How would you know? You don't live in Canada. Have you ever been to
Okay,
Canada?
You guys don't actually measure with like real temperatures anyway.
What do you listen here, miss that hasn't joined the rest of the fucking world yet? Alright? I don't wanna hear it. With your
What do you guys
barbaric
class as
bullshit.
real temperatures up there?
Pardon me?
I'm talking to Moon. What do you guys class as a real temperature measurement over there?
The wrong one.
We use Fahrenheit, but here's the thing.
Get with the rest of us, goddammit!
They're all wrong. The wrong one.
That's the wrong one, man.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No.
They're just wrong. But I mean, like, let's be honest. The British like invented the English language, but can barely speak it themselves. So I mean, like, we all got something.
I don't honestly. I don't even English. if I'm honest.
Exactly. See, my point proven.
Okay.
I speak more selfish eagling. It's my own language,
Is that right?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
That almost went over my head, and then I was like, oh wait. Almost missed that one completely.
Only almost.
Just like I missed the last step on my stairs yesterday. That hurt.
Classic Moon behavior.
Yeah.
JC, I didn't tell you, but I fell down the stairs yesterday.
But did you fall down or up the stairs?
Down. I didn't fall down all the stairs. I missed a step, but I hurt myself in the process.
Come back to us when you fall up the stairs. That's real. That's real class right there.
Okay, come back to me whenever
I
you're
do that all
better
the
at
time.
figuring out where people are in hide and seek.
Listen,
Shouldn't have taken you 12
okay.
minutes.
Listen, it's not my
Oh, no.
fault. You were fucking stood there, dressed as an NPC beside a fire truck.
Okay,
That
so
often spawns there, okay?
okay, a genius plan, you guys. So we got onto Moonlight to test some stuff out.
Can I just say, right? The reason not much development stuff is happening at the minute in this server is because I get distracted.
I'm partly to blame for that. Because every time I'm doing something stupid, he's like, "Oh, I want to join." Like I was like,
Let's do that.
well, cause okay, so I went up to Mount Chiliad and I spawned in a dirt bike, and I was just gonna send myself off the mountain, and I started streaming
Yeah.
in the dev channel, for Moonlight, and I started streaming it, and there's a few of us in there, and he was
Keep
just
in
like,
mind, I was in here at the time testing a new garage system I was working on. Keep in mind, it works. We got eventually around to testing it.
"Yeah, we're."
But Moon decided to start streaming, and this stupid thing came over my head. ADHD kicked in and went, "Hey, let's do that."
It was fun, but then after a while, so we were like, at first we were like driving like all these random vehicles off the mountain, seeing who could like land the farthest without like dying, right? Like you would
Yeah.
normally do, like one does, and then
Even though we wouldn't die because we had God mode on.
yeah, but like who without falling off, you know?
We
That
wouldn't
would've
eat
been-
shit.
Yeah. And then after that, we turned on super jump. We were just jumping random places, and then he was like, "Oh, I bet you can't find me." So it sprung into this like long like hide and seek game with like 3 of us, where we were just like hiding in the most
Yeah.
random places in this like sector that we had like coordinated off. And then he went down to Polito and was like, "We're gonna do it here." And I was like, "Okay, bet, I have a great idea," because I saw the fire station, there was like a fire truck, so I like quickly went into the menu, changed my clothes into a firefighter outfit, pulled out the emote for clipboard, and I just stood there, and he walked right by me like 4 times, flew a helicopter over me several times, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm standing out in the open." He's like, "No, you're not, I can't find you." It took like 12 minutes for him to finally find me. So,
Yeah.
but
Bear in mind, that went on for around about 3-4 hours up until we finally got around to testing that garage.
that happens a lot. But since we're speaking about Moonlight, what are your goals for the server? Like, tell us a little about what you're wanting to do.
Well, I want to be different to every other server. Like, I know a lot of servers, what I've been in, I don't know if it's the same for you guys, are more of, how do you say it politely without coming off as being horrible?
No, it'll be horrible. That's fine.
They're all money orientated. They all want it to be a business.
Yeah, which it shouldn't be.
which it shouldn't be, considering it's a game.
Yeah.
Game developers, yeah, I get it. They want to get the money to be able to pay their development team and to be able to pay their administration team and everything like that. I get that. I understand that. I'd love to get to that point someday where I could pay developers and admin teams and everything, but that's not my pure focus. The pure focus for the server at the minute for Moonlight is player orientated. Like, I don't know if you know this, but I've told Moon and JC quite a bit that player opinions matter. Like, if you guys pitch something to me in this server, like, hey, I've got an idea, and you put it in the idea chat, I will happily take that into consideration and say, right, okay, let's see if we can make this work. It might be a little bit different to what you explained it, but I'd try and get it implemented into the server somehow, whether it's bringing it in through RP or bringing it in a completely different way. Like, say if you guys want a new drug system, a new drug or something, say you want moonshine or something, I'd try and work that in and bring it in through RP, have somebody do a quote-unquote shipment or something and bring it through that way. I want to be player-orientated, I don't want to be money-driven. I mean, yeah, if the money comes in, brilliant, look at that. It could turn into a business, but even if it turns into a business, player is still number one priority in this sort of line. Like, you want to have fun, you want to have entertainment, you don't want power-hungry people.
That's the
which is
biggest
why
thing.
It really is. Like, you see big servers that, yeah, some people in there do act as a community, but then you see big servers, not gonna name any, but really big servers.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You get police or stuff physically not role-playing properly and not seeing consequences for their actions. Like, yeah, they don't ask permission for pit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand some of them are in high positions where they don't have to ask permission, they give that permission. But they don't warn that they're going in for a pit, which, yeah, I get it, it's roleplay, take it by the nail on the head, whoop-de-doo, but that shouldn't happen. Like, you should be interacting. If you're in a 1080, for those who don't do roleplay, that's a police chase. If you're in a police chase, and you're gonna go ahead and pit somebody, call it out on the radio so other units know and are ready to try and attempt to box that car in, to give the criminals more roleplay, more reason to try and escape, more interaction from police rather than just a win mentality, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, people with win mentalities are just horrible. I don't mean that in a bad way, I really don't. Everybody's different. But players who come into whitelisted jobs like police, EMS, fire, BCSO, SAHP, stuff like that, with a win mentality, they just want to be there for the power. They don't want to be there for the roleplay. That's how I feel anyway, and I don't want that to happen in this server. I want it to be community driven, which I get it, it's going to be hard to build that community up because not many people want to look for that anymore. But once that's built up, it's going to be booming.
Yeah, well, and like from what I've like seen so far, like with some of the stuff that you've added in and like that you're trying to do, like I'm really excited for it, you know? I'm excited for like the direction that you're wanting to take it, and I know that like all of us in this chat alone, right? Like this Discord alone, have been role playing for a while. And I feel like we've all, yeah, like GTA, RP, you know, we've been doing it for a while. Maybe even like some other like Daisy, wherever you're from, whatever you started with, or wherever, like, you know. And I feel like at one point or another we've all like gone somewhere like wanting it to be like a fresh start, or wanting it to be like really like not even intense, but like realistic, you know, like really wanting it to like give us that quality RP. And I know like in certain cases, like I've not gotten that. So like I'm really excited to see what happens with it.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. It's like previously, before we went to Legion, before that shut down and everything, I applied and got onto quite a big server, expecting, hey, new start, you know, decent role play because of all the stories I've heard and everything. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get any of that. On the first day I was in there, I got pulled over by a police officer. He told me to get my ass back in the truck after the traffic stop, literally like that. Told me to get back into the fucking truck, in his words. So, you know, me being me, and my character being a smart-ass criminal, decided to backchat the cop, see what he'd do. Instantly, within about 10-15 seconds, I had a police baton to the head and I was unconscious on the floor.
That's a
With-
certified RP cop moment.
With the police officer walking back to his car, screaming at me, "Welcome to Los Santos, fucker." Got into his car, I shouted at him asking for his name, and he gave his cadet's name rather than his actual name. I know who the police officer was, but that's metagaming, and obviously you can't do that.
Right.
But like,
Yo, W cop, bro. I would have did the same thing. No cap.
So
Jason,
don't let him be a
have you not
cop.
seen it? Have you not seen that? I'll send you a link to it. I've got it uploaded onto YouTube. I'll send you a link and show you.
Yeah, send me that. Send me that. I actually have never even heard this story before. So let me see this.
Yeah, I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, speaking of like when like W cops, when mentality cops, right? On a city that me and JC were playing in, you got stopped at like a traffic stop, right? It was like just a normal road stop.
Yep, it was a normal fucking road stop. I literally went 5 over the speed limit, and this motherfucker pulled me over.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
No, that's not the worst part.
No.
Listen.
he pulled him over, right? And we were doing criminal stuff, but like he had no reason to think that we were, because JC didn't have anything on him. Like I think that me and our friend Aries had like the drugs on us. I think that he got them later. Like we gave them to him later because he did get searched at that road stop. I think Aries had them because I don't think I ever had them on me during this interaction. But basically, as he's like searching him and stuff for a random road stop, like and mind you, JC's character has no arrest. He had no criminal record. This was like his first like warning. He had no prior tickets or anything. And this cop was like, you're going 5 over the speed limit. I'm gonna take your radio. Out of nowhere, he took his
I remember
radio
you telling me
channel.
about this.
He took his
In
radio channel.
theory, that shouldn't have happened. In theory, like he's got no reason to search you or anything. It should have been just a warning. It shouldn't have been like that.
Yeah, and even if we wanted to write him a ticket, like that would have been his first offense. And he had no record. Like he played him very like smart, so he didn't have any record. But then the
Bro, I had legal source of income. I had a license for the gun because he was like, "Oh, I see you have a holster." I was like, "Yep, here's my weapons." Literally had a license, driver's license. Like I had everything, clean
You had
record. This man had no reason to search me or take my radio.
But because he took your radio, then he heard us talking about like, you know, where we were gonna do the stuff, like where we were gonna hang and dry the weed, and like where the spots were and everything. So of course he shows up and he's like following us, and we're like, how does he keep knowing where we're gonna go? And then he just hops onto the radio and he's like, yeah, I have your radio, idiots, or something like that. And we're just like, what is that? Like where was the RP in that? Like if you thought he was up to something, you could have done more investigating. Like that was mind you, takes our radio, right? Finds out about the weed, yeah. Then proceeds to drive up. Hold on. Proceeds to drive up solo to 8
biker people, because we're an MC, drives up to 8 of us alone. And I'm like, well, I don't want anybody to catch a case. So give me the weed. I'm gonna go dip off in our allies' garage. So that's what I go do. I go hide in our allies' garage. I hide behind the desk. He comes right in, gun already out. Already has his gun out. I don't have my weapon at all. Like, I don't have a weapon at all. Like, out. Like, obviously I have my pistol, but like, I don't have it out. So he walks up, goes, give me the weed, and I'll let you go. So I just threw the weed on the floor, and I was like, I know who you are. I have your badge number. I will be seeing you again. And when I do, I'm going to kill you. And I just walked away.
You know what just occurred?
And I
to
walked
me?
away. And the worst thing is, while he was doing all this, a prison escape was happening. Literally down the road. Was taking place.
I just
But for
want to play
whatever
that server
reason,
again.
but for whatever reason, took precedence to take our weed away while a prisoner break was happening and there was cops being murdered.
What's crazy is that's what I was actually gonna say. Is that what occurred to me is that the prison escape. One of the guys who was with us, who was on our radio, literally radioed and was like, "Hey, because we were pretty close to the prison, and he was like, "Hey, I see this guy over here. I'm gonna go give him a ride." He literally goes and picks up one of the escaped convicts, says that on radio, but the cop is too worried about the few grams of weed that JC's character had to care.
Wow.
So.
Oh, don't worry. We got our get back
Oh,
later
we
though.
did.
We got that motherfucker later. It was great.
We made RP out of it, but we weren't given that, you know? Like, we had to, like, and that's what I was getting at, is, like, in a lot of, like, cities, like, in that same city, like, what we kind of discovered was, like, the best RP that we had was prison RP. And that's kind of sad to think, like, you have a whole server full of people, and it's active, and the best RP that you're getting comes from being a lifer in the prison.
Yeah, it is kind of sad. It's not what you want, if I'm honest.
No.
Look, I'm not even gonna lie to you, right? That was a whitelisted city, right? The gangs in there acted as if it was just a social club, bro. Like
Yeah, I
there
get
was
you on
multiple
that.
times. There was multiple times where I told my MC, like, all the other gangs in here are soft. Like, we could easily run them the fuck out. They're soft. Like, there's no point in beefing with any of them because they'll fold quick. Like, there's no point in that. And then the prison RP was literally the best RP because people in the prison, like in prison RP, didn't care if they got dropped. So, like, there was always constant fighting, constant beef. There was always role play. There was always talking. There was always something going on. Right? But like when you're in the actual city, it was either too cliquey, gangs were too soft to do anything, cops had W mentalities to the point where they would use OOC info on you, and it was just, and mind you, this is a white listed city.
That's
Trust
fucking
me,
awful.
I get where you're coming from. Like, I've been in whitelisted city, and that's the exact same issue. I sent you that video so you can see it with the win mentality, and it's if you skip towards around about 5.5 minutes, you'll see. But it's just not right in a roleplay server. Like, what happened to the old community where they actually put effort in?
Yeah, and like you actually get to.
That's
like,
what I'm saying, man.
I mean,
That's
look
what I'm
at
saying.
us two the other day, Moon, when JC hopped off and we were doing that camping shit. Like, that was fully out of the blue improvised.
Yeah, like we were.
That's the shit I miss.
Yeah, like actually getting to develop like your character, like because obviously when you join an RP server, you have some sort of idea, even if it's not whitelisted and you just made a random character, you have some sort of idea of like who they are, what they've been through, partial backstory, even if it's not fully fleshed out. Like you have ideas, and like actually getting to like meet people in a server and like getting to develop those stories and like really grow your character as a person. That's like what RP should be about. But like what it's been about like lately, and like in most cities that I've been in as of like recently, it's been about people wanting to get
It's
like
been-
powerful and like win and like
Yeah.
really like just wanting to be like the winners of the city. And I'm like, that's not, like that, like, yeah, of course, like for instance, when we were doing our MC stuff, of course we wanted to be powerful, and of course we wanted to have money and have people in our gang, but we also had stories to go along with that. It wasn't just like because we wanted to like be in charge of everything,
Yeah, like my character, my MC character knew a lifer, right? And due to that connection, I ended up gaining control of the prison system. I had the lifers on my back to the point where like I would give them stuff, smuggle them in stuff, and they would make sure that any ops or anyone I was like, yo, can you kill this person while they're in prison for me? They would go do it.
No.
And because of that connection and me going to prison so much, I got to meet the DLC. And like meeting DLC, I got some of them on the payroll to look the other way whenever we were in prison or whenever the lifers were doing something for me. DLC would know and just let it happen.
Yeah.
Which is how it should be. Like, there's gonna be corruption in that type of environment. It should stay that
Oh no,
way.
it was great. It was great. But like when it got to like the police department though, that shit was wild, man. Like we ended up getting into beef, right? Because I didn't like that the number one quote unquote gang in the city, right? Street gang tried to tell me, an MC president, how to run my MC.
No, that's
And-
not what happens.
Right. So I went to my allies, who were another MC, and I told them straight up, I was like, yo, I'm not going to let that shit slide. I'm going to war. Like, it is what it is. I'm going to war. Either you're with me, or we're no longer allies. Like, it's just how it is. I understand if you guys got to take it to the table, or whatever, but my main focus right now is I'm going to basically destroy this gang right here. Like, I'm destroying them. They want beef, I'm going to give them beef. And... So they started the war by kidnapping one of my members and killing her on a beach and like recording it and sending it to us in RP. Shortly after that, there was like 3 shootouts where I think it was like my prospect got killed. One of my prospects got shot up. And then another member got shot up, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. I was like, they want beef. It is beef. Like, let me get the best 5 we got. Follow me. We torched their restaurant. We bodied them. Then we spun back after the time limit, bodied them again. Literally rinse and repeated. Because they were trying to be like shitters about it. So I was like, okay, you want to be shitters? That's fine. I 100% can handle that. So rinse and repeated, just dropping them over and over again. 6 hours later, get a phone call from their leader, and he immediately folded. Was like, "We want peace." Was like, "Yeah, I don't want to fight you guys no more." And then even proceeded to try and like blackmail me with clips of like when my prospect got killed and stuff, and he was like threatening to report it if I don't kick them out. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm not kicking them out. I was like, what you can do is go make the ticket. I was like, go ahead, go make the ticket. I was like, I'm not gonna kick my prospect out for you. You can go make the ticket, and when he comes back from vacation, I'll explain to him that you blackmailed. Like it's that simple. Like, go make the ticket, my guy. Like, it's all good. And then because they lost, they were so salty that OOC information got passed to the police department about all the drugs that we had. And surely enough, the very next day, we get raided.
And there was no way they could have known in character about those drugs. It was totally out of character.
Literally only me, Moon's character, and Aries knew where the drugs were and how much drugs we had, and none of us snitched. None of us.
Nope.
So it was like the cops literally found out through OOC info based off of I forgot who it was. I think it was like my messages with the Orange Gang's leader in the very beginning. Before we started beefing, I was telling him that we had drugs to sell him. And he basically screenshotted that, sent it to a police member, who then opened an investigation based off of that screenshot to raid us.
Yeah, there was no proper investigation, and the warrant wasn't even filed correctly either, because that's what a member of DOJ told us, was that it wasn't even correctly filed. It was all not done IC, and it was not done correctly. So they had no grounds to actually do that. But at that point, we were kind of done with the city anyways. So we ended up, I had to end up taking a good break from RP at that point.
Now you're back here.
Yeah, now we're back. We're back.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I have nothing good to offer you.
That's okay.
It's all
Just
good.
honest.
I mean, we've been in your city, and we also just got into another whitelisted city. And so far, that whitelisted city that we just got into seems promising. Plus, your city is without a doubt, I know, is going to be promising. And I'm going to go on record here and just say, anyone who starts MBG and Moonlight RP, I'm going to kill you. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. There's a whole storyline there. You'll find out in character. But, I'm giving you guys the smoke.
I hope somebody listening decides to start up MBG, because I want to see this play out. Please.
I want to
please.
see this play out too.
Also,
this would be amazing.
If you are in the chat, I'm going to link this stream to my YouTube later, and I will post the Discord name for Moonlight, the Discord link in there, so that you guys can hop into the Discord if you guys want to check it out. It's not launched yet, which, if you want to talk a little bit more about that, Rhys.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
I don't know if you have a specific launch date yet set or anything, but I know that it's not obviously it's not open yet. Though you're accepting help beta testers.
Yeah, so we're not, as you said, we're not currently fully launched yet. We are accepting beta testers. Any input you want to put into the server is greatly appreciated. I know Moon and JC here, they've given a lot of input, and believe me, I've taken that into account, and a lot of the things have actually been added in. I'm actually working on something right now on what Moon's asked me to. We are looking for developers too, but that you'll have to come into the Discord and ask about that. I'll send you over an application form. Just don't be like the previous people we've interviewed for the development.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I told JC about this. I don't think Donnie knows.
Nope.
You wanna
Go ahead and spill the beans. Spill the beans. I don't mind.
Okay. So we were this was shortly after JC got off and gone to bed. This guy we didn't know, none of us knew, had joined the server, right?
Mm-hmm.
He just joined the server, and we're like, okay, cool, we got somebody who we don't actually know in here. So
Keep in mind, on this, him joining the server might have been my doing, because I did post in a lot of forums at the time before Moon and JC hopped into the Discord, and you guys hopped into the Discord too. I did post around that we was actively seeking a junior developer.
Mm-hmm. And so this guy, he posts in general, and he's like, hey, are you still looking for a developer? And so we brought him down to interview him, right? And so we were interviewing him and everything, and he was very vague about his answers. Very he was I'm experienced. He gave experience, and whenever I asked him what his portfolio was, he was just he had listed a server that he was working on. He said it was his friend's server, and that he had done a lot of dev work there. And then he
and me, I went hunting for that server, and I found it.
So after he left, we were like, well, we'll send you over an application, and then we'll just have you fill that out with your references and everything. And then we actually joined the Discord of that server, because with taking devs, if it's not somebody you personally know, or they it can be kind of risky, you know?
Yeah.
because they can do more harm than good at some points, you know?
They can do even more harm than good, or they could take all your work and sell it off as their own,
Yeah.
So
which has happened in the past.
yeah. So we joined the Discord of the server that he said that he worked for. And as Rhys was checking out the Discord and was like, this server seems really like it's popular. There's like he's just going through, and I was just like, in that time I was looking through like the general chat and everything, and I was like, I don't see this guy in this Discord at all. I was like, I don't see any messages from him. I don't see him in here at all. So we were kind of like, that's weird. So then we reached out to the management team, and it was just pretty much like, yeah, it was pretty much just like chaos from there. Like, it wasn't like what their answers reflected towards what he said in his interview did not match.
Uh-oh.
So
No, none of it matched whatsoever. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, the guy was a great candidate. They're just hating. Nah, I'm just joking.
no, they told us a lot about him. Keep in mind, I did send that application form over to him, and he hasn't submitted it.
Oh.
You know how I said I'd send it to him, Moon, just to see what he'd say in it and see if he did put any references in there? He has not submitted that application form, and I have DM'd it him and sent it to him.
that checks out.
Yeah.
Well, and whenever you
So-
mentioned that you were looking for a junior developer, like you said, he didn't seem too happy about that role. Anyways, like,
No, he didn't. Like, I did say to him, bear in mind, and Moon was there while I said it, I said to him, bear in mind, this is going to be a junior development position, and literally all I heard with him was, oh. And that was it. He didn't say anything else about that. He was not happy.
yeah.
So that's his issue. Not mine. But hey ho, it's for the better. But also a little leak for you guys. There's some. Oh, also JC, I'm sorry. Before you shout at me, I'm sorry.
Huh? For what?
Weeds changed.
Honestly, that's perfectly fine. I wasn't growing or anything. Like, all I had was the bud. Like, I didn't even find the processing or
Yeah.
anything like that. So like,
Well,
that's fine.
That's changed, and it's changed at the minute, and the system we have at the minute is going to be changing in either the 1.5 update or the 2.0 update. So there's a few things I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on a new dark market script for weapons and stuff. Also, that script may also entail places to buy illegal weapon stores for players to own and then sell weapons from. Like with shipments, there's going to be gun running missions in there for players to get supplies to craft guns to stock their stores up with. Obviously, new drug system. Something you're going to be happy with, Moon. For EMS, I'm going to be working on a electrocardiograph system. So basically an ECG which will output the player's heart rate, BPM, and when they die it will flatline and you will hear a solid beeping up until you revive them.
Cool.
It'll beep whilst the player's alive as well. It shows you a little graph on your screen stating what BPM there is and how their heart rate is. There's going to be a system for police where they're going to have usable riot shields for if needs be an RP. And a little boosted board or an electric skateboard, whatever you want to call them. There is a lot more in the works, like reskinning some stuff, CSS redesigns and stuff like that. But that can wait for you guys to see it inside that server. And obviously, Moon and JC will see it because testing.
Yes,
Yeah.
testing.
But
Testing and
like I said, I'll include the link to that Discord for Moonlight RP on my YouTube channel. You can also check out the server trailer there, along with some clips from the server that we've collected since we've been testing. There's an RP scene you can check out. There's some other trailers that were made. So just feel free to check those out. My YouTube should be linked to the Twitch here, but I'll make sure it is. But yeah.
Sorry, I would say more stuff, but I'm currently trying to figure something out.
No, well, it's all good.
You got any other questions about that or no?
Not at the moment, no. I think that you've given us a good, idea.
I hope I did. I may have to go ahead and...
Kind of switching gears here. I have a question for you guys.
I have
What's
an
up?
answer.
What will be the first thing you would do if you woke up in the morning tomorrow? You just wake up tomorrow morning, right? Like normal, and you realize you're the last person on Earth. Everybody else is just gone. What would you do?
I'm going.
Go back to sleep.
If you know, I have similar answers. I am going straight to I'm going a block away where I know someone has a very, very, very fast sport bike, and I'm going 300 kilometers an hour into a wall.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna go get all the food I can. I'm gonna go to the gun store, get all the guns I can.
I'm gonna do a
Man.
lot of shooting before I kill myself. Actually,
That's what I'm saying. I'm definitely
I'm gonna
eating
kill
some
myself.
food,
But
making a pyramid of cans out of that food, and I'm lighting those cans up with the guns I just got from the gun store.
oh, yo, fuck, dude, get all that food and then go to wherever the fuck you buy tannerite in America and fill those cans with tannerite.
Fuck is tannerite? Is that gas?
No,
Oh,
wait, really? No,
okay.
it's something you can buy in the U.S. I don't know about all states, but in certain states, it's basically it's like an explosive where you just it explodes on with impact, whatever the fuck. So you shoot it and it blows up basically, and it's legal to have.
Okay.
When I go to Nebraska this year, I'm gonna be playing with tannerite
Oh no.
because playing with
Nebraska.
explosives. Because me with explosives and firearms is a good idea.
Nebraska, it's been nice knowing you.
Wow, I went to Nebraska a couple years ago. What's wrong with Nebraska?
No, I just mean you're gonna destroy it. It's
Oh,
not gonna
yeah.
exist anymore.
Probably.
Okay. I think that I would probably adopt too many dogs.
You wouldn't have to adopt them, would you? You'd just be
Yeah,
able to
just-
steal
I
them.
just
Yeah.
take them because
It's not stealing anymore because they're all free.
liberating.
Right, do you know what I'd do in all seriousness?
Huh.
I'd go get the biggest, most badass truck I could, go to a PC store, get the most expensive parts, build a shit ton of PCs, and blow them up.
Why would you
Just
blow them up?
because,
Why
because I
not?
didn't pay for that shit. I'd keep one for myself and blow the rest
Yeah.
up. And then I'd go to somewhere else, get a shit ton of server parts, build a load of servers, and blow them up.
I would destroy neighborhoods. I would just
Oh,
level. I would realistically go find a really nice car and then go travel throughout the U.S. and Canada, and then
Road trip.
literally, and then like go get all the guns that I can carry and put in a vehicle, and then like just like kind of have fun, just like demolish towns. Why not? Fuck it.
I think it would go.
And Go ahead.
I think it would be like 3 stages. It would be like first, like you're freaking out, like panicked, like where the heck is everybody? Second stage would be like, okay, excitement. This is kind of fun. I can do whatever the heck I want, and nobody can say anything because nobody's around. Third would be like extreme boredom. Like, okay, there's nobody around. I'm bored now.
Yeah,
Like,
time
what
to
do I do?
fucking time to crash into a wall going fucking 300 kilometers an hour.
I mean, you know what you could do? You say we're the last people on Earth, right? But does everything still work like electricity and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
It's just like everything is normal.
Right.
You just wake up, everybody
But-
else is just gone.
All right.
But how
I have
would
a
it
new,
if there's
I have a
nobody
new
to-
answer. I have a new answer. So what I'd do, I'd wake up. Yeah, I'd freak out a little bit. Nobody's about. I'd jump straight onto my PC, watch a shit ton of YouTube videos on how to fly a helicopter.
Yo, bet. That's
Go-
what I was thinking too.
I would go and steal a helicopter, travel the world,
That's what I was thinking.
and then dive out that thing without a parachute after I'd finished.
I would kind of want to kill myself in a way more creative way than just leaping out a fucking plane or helicopter.
I mean, I guess you could go ahead and fly it into a building.
There you go. Fly into the Pentagon or some shit.
Oh,
Or like go
Alright.
get shot down.
I feel like
I
we're
could-
like
I could talk real
teetering on
quick.
dangerous territory here. I
I could
really
talk.
do.
In a video game! In a
Hey.
video game!
but hey, can I tell you something?
Huh.
At least there's no police to tell you off for public nudity.
Facts.
Well,
I'll be
here's
as
the thing.
naked as I want.
I could get as many dogs as I want, right? Because like I could put them, like I could have all the space. I could go to whatever house I want, and then I could just go to Walmart and just
Bruh.
take the dog food. I could just take it.
Facts.
God, I thought you was going to say you was going to go to Walmart and get the peanut butter.
Alright. You're
Okay.
fucking done. You're done. Jesus Christ.
What? I'm British. What do you expect? We have fucked up humor.
Oh, and I love it. I mean, that's exactly it. You're British. I expect nothing less.
Okay.
Exactly. People always expect the worst from me.
Well, you know. You are British after all.
Cheeky fuck. At least I ain't in America where everybody shoots each other.
Neither am I,
That
so we're
is
good.
Not even true.
Yo.
That is not even the
Yes,
slightest.
it
true.
is. Yes, it is.
I was going
Now,
to say something
now with the
worse
strict
than
gun
that.
laws in New York.
I was going to say something worse, but I'm going to keep my tongue there because I don't
Stream.
want to get banned.
My brother in
Yeah.
Christ. My brother in Christ. Do you know how strict gun laws are in Canada as a whole? But yet again, there's a shit ton of gun crime in Toronto. I literally heard gunshots like 2 weekends ago. I was just outside smoking. I just heard pa 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 pa, followed by. I was like, all right, we're dead. I'm dying.
That's a good sound.
Man,
That's a good
they
gun
must
sound,
they
that.
must have been American made.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
They went, "Gah, gah, gah, gah,
Thank you guys for the sound effects. Okay.
gah." Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
It is my pleasure to give sound effects when needed
It's like,
or not needed.
It's like JC's skirt.
Oh yeah, skirt. Yeah, so
We're
so
driving.
yeah, so whenever I'm driving an RP, I will literally just be like skirt every single time.
Add sound effects to something that already has sound
Oh
effects.
yeah. Just enhancing it, making it better.
Skirt.
Yeah, I gotta make it better.
Skirtis. Pertis.
Okay. I have 2 more questions for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
If you could send a short message to the entire world and everyone would understand it, what would you say?
Fuck yourself.
Pee pee poo poo in Kaka land. That's what I would say.
I completely agree.
That's I think what I would say. Pee pee in Kaka land. Pee pee poo poo Kaka land. or I would just say the most diabolical, fucking awful, just like disgusting thing I've ever thought of in my life, and everybody has to live with that,
No.
whatever it
Would
is.
would it get traced back to you or no?
Yeah, would it? Okay,
It's like an
I would
anonymous message to
say-
everyone.
I would say the
I would-
worst shit possible.
I would say the worst shit I could that'd get me
Yeah.
section 13 and put me in
Oh,
a
100%.
straight jacket.
100% me too. I don't know what Section 13 is, but that would happen to me too.
Over here, it's basically a mental hospital. It's a mental institute.
Oh hell yeah! Sign me up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I would send something like that out.
Oh, me too. Like that's the thing is, if anyone found out that's what I said, like I'd be completely donezo.
Oh, bro, one message, huh? I would literally say, "Rise up, my people, and follow me in the takeover of America. I'm taking over the world,
Yeah, good
starting
luck
with
that.
America first."
All right, man.
Man, y'all are giving
I'll
me
just-
these like,
I'll just give you Canada.
you know, okay, all right.
You
We're
can have
going
it.
dark. You ask these questions.
Yeah, it's like what did you?
Yeah,
this
you-
would
I'm
happen.
you
gonna
ask these
ask the third
questions.
one. I don't think.
Ask
know.
it.
Ask
Nah,
it. Ask it.
nah,
no
nah,
balls.
you better ask it. Yeah, you,
You have
better
to
ask
know.
it.
Okay. Pick a superpower. Each of you, just pick a superpower that if you could pick a superpower, what would it be? Just pick it and tell me what it is.
Self, explosiousness.
Invisibility.
Nah, I'd fly. I want to fly or like teleport. Teleport. Let's go teleport.
The ability to control time and space.
Okay. Now, you picked your superpower. For sake of, we all have different ones. We have teleportation. We have, time control. Rhys, what did you say again?
Whoa, I said time and
Invisibility.
space.
Right. I'll say mine would be I want to be able to talk to any animal.
Of course it is.
Of
This
course.
bitch wants to be
Don't
Dr.
judge me.
Doolittle.
Literally.
Listen, if you keep it up, I'm gonna tell you a dad joke that you don't want to hear. You can
I've
ask
been-
anyone.
Go ahead, do it.
Okay.
Do
The
it.
shoe.
See if it
Oh,
bothers
no.
me.
I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving.
What did the horse say when it fell down?
What?
Help, I've fallen down and I can't giddy up.
Damn,
Okay.
he really left.
He did
Okay.
survive.
He really left. He just went yeet.
Goodbye. I'm out.
So
Good.
continue.
Okay,
So continue the question.
so now, what is the flaw that comes with your superpower? You get the superpower, it's yours, you can use it, but it has
Stage
a
4
major
cancer.
flaw. Oh. What is your dude? Chill.
What would be the flaw that would come with mine?
Oh, I already said what would go with yours.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Please,
Okay,
please.
What was it
Invisibility.
again? All I heard was something cancer.
Stage 4 cancer.
Oh, that's fine. I at least I get to die earlier.
Mm.
Oh, God.
Well, you know. Can I give you all like whatever's?
Okay,
Well, JC's was what? Control time and whatever.
time and space.
Time and space.
You have to pay a subscription to be able to do that.
Man's got to pay monthly.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to pay a
God,
monthly
that
subscription
is-
of $13.99.
That is the worst week. That is such a good weakness because I ain't paying that shit. So much hours.
Just keep in mind, though, JC. Just keep in mind, the $13.99 is only for the time part. You have to pay
Yeah.
an extra additional $70 per month.
$17.99. Yeah.
No,
per month for the other
$70
one.
per month for the DLC for space.
Yeah. So you know.
We're going Unity on your ass.
Y'all are
So-
such nerds.
Silly. What was yours, Moon again?
Be able to communicate
Dr.
with
Doolittle.
animals. Yeah, Dr. Doolittle.
Oh. What would be? Let's see. Oh. You can constantly hear the animals around you what they're thinking, like all the time. It never stops. So you're just constantly hearing what the animals are thinking.
So she's basically got the superpower of being able to talk to animals, and then she gains an extra ability of mind reading.
Just animals though, and just like the super like fucked up ones, like the ones that are just like not good. So it's just like she's just constantly hearing like just flagrant shit all day.
Love that.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sounds great.
No, we gotta come with one for Donnie. So you said flying, right?
Teleportation.
Teleportation. Okay. You can teleport.
At random moments, you will teleport into the most fucked up situations possible that could possibly get you killed.
Oh, let's do it. I want to die sooner.
Someone find some help.
Sounds like a win
love
to
that
me.
answer. That's the exact same answer I gave.
Donnie, I have
Yeah.
a serious question.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I was about to ask the same question.
What are you talking about? Of course. I'm perfectly fine. This is just the what am I, Gen Z or some shit? Millennial? I don't know, one of the two. That's just the mindset, you know?
That's just.
It's just-
mindset.
It's just the mindset. It's just the Sigma male grind set.
Okay. That's my cue to
Okay.
go.
Is there anything
Jeez.
else to this question?
Oh my god.
No, that was it. I just wanted to know what your
I was expecting you to ask why our superpowers would be like that.
I go wherever you know.
I don't think you'd want to know my answer.
you know.
Oh, mine is just I can go wherever the fuck I want.
You know, personally, I could just stop time and do whatever the fuck I want. The space part is just so I can destroy people in an instant. And destroy them in the most horrific ways possible by making, like, the space where their stomach would be just disappear.
Yo.
But, like,
Now they
what
have
would
a
happen?
giant gaping hole in them.
You see, you're saying that, but with mine being invisibility, I'd literally go invisible and go beside somebody and make them think they're going crazy by hearing voices and get everybody I hate Section 13'd.
If I had
Hey, I mean, that's
invisibility, I would just
Like I
steal
said,
from
I could just
everybody.
pause time.
I'd
I
say
could just
fuck it.
pause time. Pause time forever. Like,
What happens
look
when
at
you want
these
to unpause
statues.
time, right? But like you can't because you have to pay $17.99. But like your bank account's empty because you froze time, so you didn't get paid.
Man,
they
shit,
can.
pauses
Go
time
rob
for
a
50
bank?
years.
Go
Yeah.
rob a bank and just put all of the bank account money, or put all the money into my own bank
But you
account.
can't because it takes time to do that.
Right,
and you
so
can't
I'll
unfreeze
just
the
go.
time.
So I'll just
But-
go rob
Right,
a
and he's
bank.
got
I'll just
all
go
the time
rob
in
a
the world
bank.
because he's paused it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'll just go rob a bank real quick. Go to the and then go to the same bank teller. Let time go and be like, here you go, man.
Hey, look, I've got this money. I made a business. Let me deposit.
The IRS would like to have a word.
I have $15 million for some reason. Let me deposit this.
I think the IRS and government would like to know how.
Do you know that's a funny fact? Because $15 million went missing from this exact bank yesterday.
Hmm.
No, 'cause
Would you like to step into my office, please?
he would just unfreeze it right after, so that they wouldn't even have time to notice until it's already back in their system.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
in his bank account.
Yep.
Oh my god. Ah, how long have we been going for?
We have been going for
An hour and 30
25.
minutes.
Yikes. We should give that a little ending.
Yep, let me just get that going. Is there anything else you guys want to bring up before we end?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay.
Don't
All right,
die, it's not
everybody.
good for your health.
Enjoy your Sunday, and enjoy your Valentine's Day in 2 days for those of you who partake in that holiday.
I forgot about that.
Talking about that sloppy shit.
Ugh. Oh, I have to do something on Valentine's Day. Ah, I hate having a girlfriend now.
I don't have to do that. I love being single, my guy.
Do you want
It's
to have my girlfriend?
Hey,
no,
you
I'm good.
guys want to know a fun fact on how the holiday was started?
Not really, but let's hear it. Joking.
An old emperor of Rome, tried to
Old
marry a
Rome.
woman. who was basically, let's just say, she had multiple people
She
that
was a
were
promiscuous
before him.
woman.
Uh-huh.
Promiscuous
And
woman.
he got super pissed and
Oof.
killed all these people,
Oh.
took their hearts out,
Well.
placed it in a box, and
Wow.
gave it to her as a gift.
Honestly, that's giving me a little bit of like psycho vibes, but like honestly,
I mean,
he's a 10, but he killed all your previous lovers and put their hearts in a box. What is he?
He's the Emperor of Rome.
Jesus.
All right. Well, thank you guys, chat and everybody for hanging out. Thanks. Thanks Rhys for jumping in here with us and telling us about Moonlight.
Oh, good. Just remember, if you pull me in here again, I have a lot of mental issues and fucked up ideas.
Yeah, never again.
Let's do it.
Never again.
You bring the best out in me. So let's have him on again.
All right.
Yeah, he brings the war out in you, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. He brings the war out in me.
That's definitely what I fucking
I
heard.
said worst, but
No,
you know.
didn't even finish. So you said war.
Is it? My mic must have cut out. The hell?
That's why. But hey, before you end, fun fact.
Oh god, I'm out of here.
Do you know why chainsaws were first originally invented?
I do.
To chop people in half.
No, they were
No.
invented to help.
They were
with
invented
child-
to give birth.
What?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
invented for childbirth.
They were invented to help give birth.
On that note, I am
I just gotta say, whoever invented it for that
here.
specific purpose, good idea, right? Good idea in creating
bad
it.
execution.
Bad attempt to use it for the wrong thing.
That would have ended in execution.
Yes, that would have ended in execution. Correct. For both. For both the actually for all parties involved. Yes, because my guy, you just killed a child and a woman, so now you're gonna get executed. Like, good job.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have ended terribly for everyone involved.
You know, it sometimes it gotta be like that.
No, it don't.
Sometimes it just
No,
sometimes it just be like that.
does.
Sometimes it be like that.
All right, guys. This has been good.
All right, adios, stream. See ya, chat. Hopefully, you guys come back for the next chaotic session of.
Are we gonna get
Sunny.
banned from Twitch this week?
Probably.
We'll see.
Probably. All right, later.